The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah!
Go Cowboys!
This is Talkin Cowboys. Streaming live from the Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star in Frisco.
C.D. Lamb, touchdown. End zone, Jake Ferguson.
Prescott keeps it, and he bangs it in for the touchdown.
And now your hosts, Isaiah Stanback, Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, and Kyle Youmans.
It's a Talkin Tuesday edition of Talkin Cowboys presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, live from the Star in Frisco, Texas, in the SWBC studios. Welcome in, everybody. We've got the whole cast and crew ready for you to rock today with Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Beebe in the back. I'm Kyle Youmans. So glad you're with us. Give us a call, 888-855-2297. Do not waste any time.
Say it.
Guide me now.
All right. And we're
It's officially a Talkin Tuesday.
It's officially Talkin Tuesday.
All of our
888-855-2297.
family.
Family.
Yeah.
There is hope in this world.
Oh, yeah?
You guys are, for those visually that are watching visually, you guys see this paper airplane right here that I made out of a American dollar bill.
In the middle of the show yesterday.
U.S.
in the middle of the
currency.
show. Yes, this U.S. currency right here. We put this out there and we left it on the table, and we did not have a lot of faith that it was gonna exist and still be here today. Who thought it was gonna be here today?
Nobody.
Nobody.
No, I didn't.
No way.
You know, did you guys? I don't know if you guys did or not, but guess what? I have to go fingerprint this because I want to know exactly
Who picked it
who
up?
picked it up,
Who looked at it?
and I believe that one Derek Eagleton could not pass up the opportunity to pick up this dollar bill and look around.
The accusation has
See if anybody was going to see him.
the accusation has been levied.
I will dust these, and I will come back with a report.
All right.
Derek,
Get your forensics files on.
Forensic file.
Cowboys breaker on notice.
Derek, you've got 24 hours to respond.
I mean, it's there, though.
It's still there.
stayed
It's still there.
Are you going to leave it there today and see if it stays another day?
No, I don't have that much faith. That's coming
Somebody
back
can
with
grab
you,
it.
Tempt
Yeah.
fate.
Yeah.
And now you're just tempting fate.
I have to say, our family is going to have to pick up Isaiah Stanback today.
Yeah.
His Seattle Mariners let it slip in the bottom of the seventh inning to the Toronto Blue Jays. Sorry, buddy.
Bro, we were freaking 9 outs.
You were so close.
9 outs, bro. Pitchers were doing good. Defense was playing well. Offense stepped up. Just maintain the lead. You know what I'm saying? Just maintain the lead.
Yeah.
If they get a base hit,
Stand
they get
pat.
a base hit. You know what I'm saying? But like, we don't give gifts. That was like king size Snicker bar on the freaking porch for Halloween.
Yeah.
You don't leave that in the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You leave king size Snickers on the porch in the hood and put a sign that says take one. You know what they're gonna do? They're taking the whole bowl.
Taking them on.
That's exactly what happened yesterday. They took the whole bowl yesterday. Somebody put a Snickers out there and said, just take one, huh?
Yeah.
You guys have a 2-point lead, a 2-run lead. Just take one and go on about your business, bud. And they said, nah. Springer was like, I'm taking the whole bowl with me, buddy.
I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken for you, not only because
You have friends.
the Mariners. Well, there's that.
We still remain the only
They're the
team.
only team that has never made it to the World Series in MLB history.
Way to rub that one
Only
in.
Team. I'm sorry,
You
but
had it.
you're right. The guys that I know, Julio Rodriguez hits a bomb.
Yeah, he did.
So I was happy. Julio's my guy. I love Julio.
And I don't fault him for taking a swing on that last pitch. It was a bad pitch, but
did what he tried.
Can't watch that last pitch.
Yeah.
They are who you thought they were.
Cal Raleigh, who was a
do
part of our
And you
media
let him
day
off the hook.
in the minor league team. He never actually played for the Power when I was there, but he was a part of our media day. Got to know him a little bit. Really cool, down to earth guy. He hits a bomb, and then the fact that George Springer's the one that gets it done, a former Astro. Ugh. No, I'm sorry, but that's it for baseball talk. Let's
Go Dodgers!
news and notes. Oh, you cheering
yours.
against them now?
America.
Yeah, that's true. Go Dodgers.
It's crazy. It's Kendrick versus Drake all over.
All over again.
really?
You know who won that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't
And
know
he's
that
going to
I-
win it
I
again.
don't know that I can go for the Dodgers, but I tell you what, ham ain't bacon.
News and notes, Patrik Walker. What
Hey,
we
man.
got?
So let's start with a little bit of bad news, which is that Trayvon Diggs is still in the concussion protocol. Per Brian Schottenheimer, Trayvon Diggs did come to the building yesterday to try to get cleared, but they looked at him and said, you know what? You still don't look quite great, my friend. Nah. So they sent him home. So they sent him home. So we'll see how that goes this week. Now, would you like some good news?
I would.
Would you like some great?
Por favor.
Oh, I got some great news for you. All right. So, Cowboys are actually, obviously, they have several on IR, but headline being Agent Zero will return to practice on tomorrow. DeMarvion Overshown will have his 21-day practice window activated effective tomorrow.
The window is open.
Yeah, I need you to.
He tweeted it
Let me go this way.
like
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know
my
about
old
the
teammate,
horizontal.
Randy
I don't know-
Moss used to do
I don't know
this.
about the horizontal.
Yeah.
Like he said, it's good, yeah.
he did tweet it after the show yesterday. Of course, it wasn't
course.
during the show. It was
Of
after
course,
the show.
always after the show.
T-minus 21.
He did.
Love it.
And he's pumped. I talked to him last night. We had an event together last night at the
Nice.
Three Forks down the road, and he is pumped.
Yeah.
He is super excited.
Now, bit of a housekeeping note, because he did tweet that on yesterday,
Yeah.
but the clock is not going to be started until Wednesday.
tomorrow.
So we got that clarification. I know there were multiple reports out there saying that the Cowboys had already started the clock. That's actually not true. They're going to wait until Wednesday because they don't want to just unnecessarily burn those 2 days.
Yeah.
Because I know there were some people asking me, well, Pat, is it 21 practices? Is it 21, business days like Monday through? No, it's
Business days.
business days. It's 20.
It's not Amazon.
It's not. It's 21
Running
calendar
on U.S.
days.
Postal Service time.
It is 21 calendar days. So if the Cowboys activating him, or not activating him, but bringing him back to practice, activating that 21-day window, they have until, I believe, right after the bye. So November 17th is when they would have to make a decision. So they do get the bye week of not, of working that in as well. So great news there. Would you like more great news?
Well,
Yes.
hold on. That would put him on pace for the
Raiders game.
Raiders, right, which is right before the
Thanksgiving
Eagles game. No, that's right before the Eagles.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
there's
so
a
Raiders game would be awesome.
Yeah, that means that DeMarvion Overshown has a great chance of being on the field for the Raiders, which gives him a good shot at ramping up for a very, very important divisional matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles when they come to Arlington. Yeah, that's big stuff.
So would you say it's good to bet on DeMarvion Overshown being in Vegas?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
We don't bet on this show.
We don't.
Gentleman's bet.
That's a good gamble not to
A
take.
gentleman's bet. A gentleman's bet. But I love it. Kyle spoke with Demo yesterday, said he's excited. I've had endless conversations with Demo just throughout the process of the recovery. And at every single point, he's just been positive and just grinding. And he's never... You would never be able to tell that this is a young man or a grown man who has been through not just one devastating knee injury, but two. Like
And one back in college, too.
He's just a ball of positivity and hope and optimism, and you just love the fact that he's coming back to give Kyle and Isaiah and Josh and myself exactly what we want, which is that vocal leader.
Yep.
On defense.
Was there anybody else's window?
Yeah, that's what I said. Would you like some more great news?
Please.
Got some more great news.
We're back to this
Now
point.
it's not as excelsior as the Demo news, but it's still big news. Shavon Revel, rookie 3rd-round pick, will be at practice on Wednesday.
Cornerback?
Hold on.
Cornerback.
Hold on.
Holding.
Shavon Revel's back
He's back on the
for the first time?
back. Back for
Is it back or is it?
It's
Present.
here. He's here.
He's back for the first time.
Shavon Revel is
Present.
here.
Ludicrous.
If I may,
You may.
I like those words.
You may. Shavon Revel, he will have his 21-day practice window activated as well.
21.
Suffered a torn ACL at East Carolina in September 2024 that ended his collegiate career. But he is ready. Talked to him yesterday. He's in good spirits, great spirits. Actually, he's been in great spirits this entire time. But he tells me that he's now gotten used to the brace that Britt Brown and the trainers want him to use. That's one of the reasons why they kind of held back a little bit on activating his practice window. They wanted him to get accustomed to trying to see if the brace could be comfortable for him. And now it is. He said his knee feels great. So, yeah.
Dude,
What
those are-
setback?
Those are two dogs that are coming back.
Yeah.
One is DeMarvion Overshown, and of course we've had that conversation already and what he could bring as a linebacker. But Shavon Revel was a first-round caliber corner.
Yep.
And if he's 100% or even close to 100%, he's going to be a massive uptick from what you have currently at that position.
Delicious.
Those are two position groups that need reinforcements, and they're on their way.
Would you like another dog to
Whoa.
be added? Would you like more great news?
Whoa.
There's more great news.
There's no way.
There is. Let's go to the offensive side of the ball.
No.
Would you like to give more to this very wealthy offense?
Please.
Starting center Cooper Beebe will also see his 21-day practice window activated.
21.
Message.
21.
Yes. Cooper Beebe, he will be on the practice field on
So is this
Wednesday.
just like the third rounder enforcement party? You got
Maybe.
DeMarvion Overshown,
Yeah.
Shavon Revel,
I like it.
and then Cooper Beebe. It's just all these third rounders coming out of the smoke, like an explosion in the background.
Like the worst Avengers you can imagine.
The Expendables.
They're ready to make it all happen. But hey, we're top 100 picks. We make this happen. I'm cool with it.
It was good stuff.
That's awesome.
So you got your starting right guard back in Tyler Booker. Now you get your starting center back soon in Cooper Beebe. I will say that Cooper Beebe has been moving very well. He doesn't have any added tape or anything on that ankle, no kind of braces or devices or anything. Big man looks good. Looks good. So ready for Cooper Beebe to get back out there and dirt him, as he was known to do at Kansas State. Keeping to the offensive side of the ball, would you like to make this wealthy offense wealthier is what I'm asking you.
There's another one?
There is another one. Not that you need it, but here comes another wide receiver, Jonathan Mingo.
Bingo.
Jonathan Mingo is being activated from IR to the active 53-man roster this week.
Wow.
Cowboys will need to make a corresponding move.
Because his window is closing.
We don't know what the corresponding move quite yet will be. That's going to be a very, very interesting conversation because we definitely know that you're not going to clear Ryan Flanoy through waivers after what he has done.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you cannot risk that
one
at all. So that'll be interesting. So Jonathan Mingo officially back off of IR at some point this week when they make the transaction. The reason it's not made yet is because, of course, they need to make sure that they make what they feel is going to be the right decision as far as who they waive. But they got to make the decision by tomorrow because his deadline is tomorrow.
I was wondering. I guess if you're going to make a move, I guess you have to make a move.
Yeah, no choice.
I believe that it would most likely make sense for it to be at the cornerback position. Not because you can withstand that or, you can actually handle that right now, but you're going to have to make another move to get
Revel on the roster.
Butler.
Yeah,
eventually on the roster. So I think that's
Cooper Beebe.
Yeah, I think that's probably the spot that you have to pull from.
I talked to Butler last night. He was also there, and he said same kind of thing. He said it's just depending on time and where they need the bodies and what happens. But he was remember like 1 week after DeMarvion Overshown tore his ACL, was the same injury. Yep. It was very bang bang right next to each other. So they're close on the same timeline. So you could expect Butler in his window to open at some point.
Who are you most skeptical about in terms of their ability to come back? Because let's not act like as if we just expect these guys to come back at 100%.
Granted, I haven't seen a lot of Shavon Revel's contributions in college personally, but I would be remiss to say he's going to come in and absolutely dominate. I think one of the things that Kyle's brought up several times is that he was playing in a smaller school. And for his last snaps to be against Appalachian State, then to come in the NFL and be guarding, some of the best receivers in the world, obviously, I can't personally expect him to be a shutdown corner. I think we all sort of are reeling from seatbelt Carson, right? Yeah. Like that name, that moniker was kind of given to him really early. The number 21 was given to him pretty early on in his career, and that came with a lot of expectation. I don't want to go in with any expectation for Shavon Revel because I want him to make a name for himself.
I agree. And for every reason that Josh said, for me, it's Shavon Revel. It's not because of lack of ability. We all know Shavon Revel has an extremely high ceiling. But this, unlike DeMarvion Overshown, this is a rookie.
Yeah.
This is 100% a rookie.
And it's a rookie coming from a group of 5 program.
Yeah. So,
and I work for the American Conference. I love talking about their football.
But the
facts are the facts. He's coming from where he was playing against, and I pulled up the guy's name again because I just think it's interesting. Caden Robinson was the last guy at Appalachian State that Shavon Revel covered. And if his 21-day practice window opens up this week or next week, the next guy he would cover would probably be Devontae Smith. who had 163 yards
Who's
last
that?
week. Yeah,
Heisman?
for the Eagles and former Heisman winner at Alabama.
Yeah, Heisman.
So it is a little bit different, and it's going to take an adjustment period. But when we're talking about guys that can develop into something special, and we've seen rookie corners stand out in a big way before. We've had it happen with Diggs. We've had it happen with Bland. Those guys step up big as rookies, and then they end up having great careers. It can happen. But neither Bland nor Diggs had to come off of a major injury in the middle of the season to do so.
I feel like DeMarvion is going to make an impact this season.
Yeah.
I feel like the appropriate expectation is to look for Shavon Revel to start making an impact next season. He's got to get a full offseason of work with the coaching staff and in the system. Right now, I mean, if he gets not thrown in, but if he gets any playing time this year, which it looks like he will, fact is, he is kind of being thrown in because he hasn't had an offseason of work.
Absolutely.
Which adds to everything we're talking about, coming from East Carolina and the competition that he went up against versus what awaits him in the NFL, the traditional rookie curve, even if he was at a power school.
Yeah.
Right? So
it'd be there either way.
I'm less concerned about his competition level that he's coming from. I'm more concerned about the fact that he has an ACL and he's a cornerback. That's a reactionary position.
That's fair. Also, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like being on the bands with Britt Brown, that's awesome, but there's no reaction that's required there.
Well, there's no type of rep like a live
There's
rep.
no reps like a receiver running at you. And I'm sure they've had some half-speed reps along the way. But until you are backpedaling and somebody breaks in front of you and you got to put your foot in the ground instinctively, I don't see it being an easy road back for him.
But eventually,
I hope so.
Because this is reality. We're talking reality here. But that's all to say we still very much are looking forward to what Shavon Revel will be ultimately in this league. Just give the young man some grace is what we're saying. You can't, for those that might be doing so, you cannot look at him making his debut for the Cowboys in any way, shape, or form equivalent or near DeMarvion Overshown returning to the field.
So the Cowboys front office, their goal, their dream, right, their utopia is Diggs, Revel on the outside, Bland on the inside. That's their vision.
Yeah, that's the vision.
Yeah.
Right?
Which I like.
That's the vision.
I think it'd be great.
So lots of
What was that?
Nothing.
What, no.
boy,
Where's
I'm waiting on the calls.
I'm
waiting on the calls, Kyle.
All right, so somebody ask Isaiah about what he meant there at the cornerback position.
Don't
if you're
let him off
listening,
the hook.
we've got Talkin Tuesday coming up on the other side of the break. We're going to get to your phone calls next. 888-855-2297. More Talkin Cowboys after this.
Yes.
Oh, it's every.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you...
Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
Every day begins with a promise to work hard and to build a future. That's why we're here, providing the tools, expertise, and John Deere equipment you have relied on for generations to help you get the job done right. We're with you. That's our promise to you, because no matter the project or the challenge you're facing,
We're with you. We're united.
How's it going? You see that Cowboys game?
Oh, I watched. Been seeing some good things.
Totally. They have some talent.
Yup, some great talent.
And they got some fight.
Hoping this is the year.
Me too. Oh, I'm Cody, by the way.
I'm Travis.
Nice to meet you, Travis. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys!
Make a new friend based solely on their shirt choice. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
Back to Talkin Cowboys.
Welcome back to Talkin Cowboys, presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, the official coffee of the Dallas Cowboys. Wear your wear your Dallas Cowboys gear to a Black Rifle Coffee Company and get 10% off your entire purchase.
Get you some.
Game day.
I almost flipped it. I don't think the Cowboys would give you 10% off your entire purchase if you wear your Black Rifle Coffee to Dallas, but the other way around, it'll work.
Absolutely.
It'll work.
Never mind.
Okay.
What was that?
Are we not finishing
What was
thoughts
that?
today, fellas?
Coy Josh?
Are we not finishing
Coy
thoughts
Josh?
today, fellas?
Go to Black Rifle Coffee and bring yourself a Cowboys jersey for 10% off your purchase every game day.
Cowboys gear. This is Cowboys gear. Doesn't need to be a
Cowboys
jersey.
gear.
Yeah.
Make sure you wear a New Era hat.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys.
No,
Yeah.
my brother. You got to get
Includes food, beverage, and retail. So you can get 10% off those shirts and stuff too.
Oh, any Cowboys gear.
Any Cowboys gear. It says cannot be combined with other offers.
I'm just going to go in there with his badge.
Going in there with some stickers.
Oh, no. All right, we got to get to 10%.
Isaiah with Cowboys
We gotta-
pasties is not what I had on my mental calendar.
Yeah, me neither.
It's not as bad as you think.
But it is a Talkin Tuesday.
But would I get my 10% off? That's the question.
Is he on pasties?
Oh, no. Just a star.
What kind of guy do you think I am?
This is in college?
888-855-2297. Hoodie Kush in Jersey.
Hey,
Hoodie
Kush.
What's up, Hoodie?
What up, Hoodie?
In the building, Basement Boys.
What's going on with you gentlemen? How's everybody this morning?
We're great.
Copacetic.
Wonderful.
Indeed. Zeke, I got some beef with you, man.
Uh-oh.
I got some beef with
What
you,
you
man.
got, player?
This is the second time I heard this take, and it's killing me.
What you got?
Now, don't get me wrong. I love my Cowboys. All of them. But inconsistency is something we don't want, okay? I understand. I heard you on Girls Talk, Boys Talk with my guy, Josh Rodriguez. Shout out to you on Girls Talk, Boys Talk.
There you
Good
go.
job. You said some things that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, man.
What's going on, man?
I'm not so sure Tolbert is the guy. And now, I get it. He comes up big in spots where you need him. I get that. But if there's an opportunity for me, from the outside looking in, if there's an opportunity to have three physical, big-bodied wide receivers who can get you yak instead of being blown on and dropped at the spot where you catch the ball, you wouldn't want to take that?
Who are you referring to?
I'm talking to one Jalen Tolbert and one Jonathan Mingo and or Ryan Flournoy.
Understood. So Tolbert is a sure catcher. No question about that, correct? He doesn't have any yak yardage. No question about that. But you see a problem with that? Because one of the best tight end in Cowboys history had no yak yardage at all.
I get that, but see, there's something that Jake Ferguson is doing that Jalen Tolbert is not. Jake Ferguson. Now, granted, you have Pickens and CD, so everybody's going to have all eyes on them. But even when CD was out, Ferguson's still been catching touchdowns. I mean, now I get it. He had 7 touchdowns last year. It's to be commended. It's definitely to be commended, especially with CD being hurt all year last year. No Dak Prescott. So it's definitely to be commended. But if there's a way that we can bolster this room to make it even more dangerous than what it is, would you not want to make that move? I'll defer to the expert. Yeah. You've played the game. You've seen it close. You know what I mean, firsthand. So I mean, just figured I'd jump on and clear this beef up that we got going on.
Thanks, Hoodie Kush. Appreciate your
call.
call.
No problem, fellas. No problem. Love you guys.
I love you, bro. Hey, always good to hear from you, fam. No, so the conversation that we were having on Girls Talk, Boys Talk was in reference to the addition potentially of a Mingo and where Tolbert fits in this offensive scheme. And what I was informing them was saying that Tolbert is your 6th best option offensively. So being that he's your 6th best option offensively, it's very difficult to get the ball to everybody. So when you have a dominant...
Name the 6 while we're at it.
CD.
Okay.
George. Ferg. Williams. Turpin. That's your first 5.
I would agree.
Okay. So Tolbert's your 6th best option offensively. Very difficult to get him the rock, correct? So understanding that you're the 6th best option, your 6th best option most likely is going to be a role player. Meaning that somebody that has to get in there and do the dirty work, blocking, right? You're a big receiver. You block. You're not fast. You're not quick. You're not twitchy. You make contested catches. That's what he does. You need a guy like that who's willing to go in there, who is being asked to go in and block. Okay. And can make contested catches. You need guys to fulfill those roles. So the conversation isn't about is he as explosive as Flournoy? No, he's not. Not even close to it. That's the reason why Flournoy came in the game and they handed him the ball, like immediately. Here, take the ball. You're fast. Okay, same thing they did with Turpin. Take the ball. You're fast. There's a role for Tolbert on this squad.
Yeah.
He's not what you anticipated him being, but your roster has evolved and players have evolved, right? So now he is subjected to being that guy for you. And that is okay. That's all I'm saying. It's okay. So I'm not saying him instead of Flournoy. I'm saying he does things that Flournoy doesn't do, and Flournoy does things that he doesn't do. So you can't cross-compare them, but the scenario is going to require for them to be inputted in different situations.
Yeah.
Really quickly, because I know Patrick has a great point coming up, but for me, it would be Jonathan Mingo all day, every day because of the advantage that he gives you from his size. I think the fact that he is a big-bodied receiver, that he does have yak ability, I think just as a threat is going to give you more production than a Jalen Tolbert if he is able to do the same things that Jalen Tolbert is doing.
Have we seen it?
We have not seen it yet, but we haven't seen much of Jonathan Mingo, to be fair. Much.
Oh, that was my point. Is I don't think we've seen it from Mingo either. I don't think I can
practice
1,000% say Jonathan Mingo is an upgrade over Jalen Tolbert. But I want to get to Patrick first, just based off this conversation. I think I'm leaning toward Isaiah here, but I want to hear Patrick.
Okay, so let me lead with this. Don't you ever in your life put Jalen Tolbert and Jason Witten?
No, not at all.
No, he said
I was referring to the yak ability.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, Tolbert's going to catch the ball. He's not going to create separation, but somebody's going to be on his back because he's not quick. I hear what you're saying, but I'm talking about being okay with somebody just catching the ball.
Okay.
Like
but that's what you have in the
Okay. Yeah, you're not comparing.
No, heck no.
Okay. No, I know.
I mean, Witt, yeah.
I'm just saying I don't want him in the same.
Listen, I play with Witt. Witt, you know he's going to catch the ball. Don't expect him to break a tackle and go take off.
I'm just joking.
His helmet popped out one time and he did it.
I just don't want him in the same sentence. Yeah. I just want him in the same. Now, that being said, so everything you said about Tolbert is correct. Counterpoint. For me, I don't think having now finally seen what Ryan Flournoy can be, they've given him enough targets so he can have a breakout game, and you've seen. I think that we haven't seen enough of Mingo, but we have seen enough of Flournoy. I think Flournoy is the sixth best option on offense. I think Tolbert in the Mingo conversation now becomes behind Ryan Flournoy for me.
Interesting.
Now, you said, because you know better than most, okay? It's not simply about the ability to catch, but Flournoy has that, right? It's not simply about the yak, but Flournoy has that as well. Receivers have to be able to block and willing to block. Flournoy has proven more so to me in that sample size. The willingness, and he has the physical stature and the aggressiveness, the violence to be able to do that. Also, when you look at penalties, let's talk everything. Penalties. Granted, Flournoy doesn't have as many reps in the league, so
hard to compare.
You're right. It's hard to compare because you could say, well, if you extrapolate for how many would Flournoy probably have, we're not doing all that. We just know that Flournoy didn't have the penalties that, for example, ask Jayden Blue how he feels about that Tolbert
holding call
that deleted what would have been his biggest play thus far. You know what I mean? Or you go back to Cowboys in Green Bay. The line, the penalty that helped cost them that game. So Tolbert has helped you win games. Talk about the toe drag swag against the Packers. Well, at least tie that game.
Well, and he helped win the game for you against Pittsburgh last year.
Absolutely. So he's helped definitely. And he did it with hurt man parts, as he said. So I have a ton of respect for Tolbert. So my take on Flournoy being higher on my list of offensive weaponry for Dak Prescott is not a knock to Tolbert. It's simply to say that when you factor everything in, willingness to block, ability to block, lack of penalties, yak yardage, somebody who can attack at the point, the high point and catch in traffic and get guys off of him. Like you're seeing him make guys miss in the open field, but also guys are falling off of him when they get his arms around him. So for me, I think the conversation is rightful with Mingo and Tolbert, but I think Flournoy kind of moved up that notch. So for me, he's the sixth.
Give me the bigger threat.
Yeah. I look at this skill set or the skill position group for the Cowboys as a basketball team. In a reference here. You got a starting five. Of course, your point guard's Dak Prescott. That's your guy.
100%.
Then you've got Pickens, Lamb, Ferguson, and then Williams. Yep. Those are your 4 other guys, and they all play a specific role. Some are explosive, all can do their job at an extremely high level. That's your starting 5. But your starting 5 can't play the whole game.
Exactly.
Right.
You're going to have role players to come off the bench.
Yep.
That's where Turpin comes in. That's where Tolbert comes in. That's where Flanoy comes in. So the knock on Tolbert, a lot of it has to do with his draft stock and what they expected him to be. I think we've seen what Tolbert is and who he can be. Right. He can make an impact. He can do certain things in this offense that can help you win football games. He's done something that Ryan Flanoy hasn't done, which is catch touchdown passes. Ryan Flanoy has 0 touchdown passes in his career, but Ryan Flanoy has done something that Jalen Tolbert hasn't done. His explosiveness led to a 100-yard receiving game, whereas Jalen Tolbert has never had a 100-yard receiving game. So it's not an either-or question unless you're trying to make a roster move, and that's where Jonathan Mingo enters the fold.
Correct.
So it's all about what they see in their scheme, in their system, and how they're going to employ that plan under their starting 5 moving forward. Because this would be a much heftier conversation if Lamb and Pickens were out, like we've seen Lamb out this year. Pickens stepped up, and they just fed him the rock more and more. If Pickens was never in the fold to start this season, it would be a bigger role because you would need one of those role players to step into a starting role. You don't need that right now. But what you do need is to field a capable team around your starting 5 and give you something that you don't have somewhere else.
Real quick, look at Mel ask, are we apologizing because Flo is better? Hell no. You know who you're asking this of? This is Flow Hive, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've always been on Floyd's bandwagon, and we've had plenty of criticism for Jalen Tolbert, but it's an either-or question right now.
But, I mean, look to the future because I don't think you see – I mean, look at just simply the contracts. Yeah. You have Mingo on contract for at least 2 more years, correct?
Yeah. One after this year.
One after this year, and then you also have Flanoy, his draft pick, so 2 more years, right? Jalen Tolbert?
Yeah, Tolbert's not coming back.
Probably not.
So, so at that point, then there's why not incorporate him more into the offense that you're going to keep running? Schottenheimer's going to be here next year.
He's here, and I know we got to get on to the next caller, but he's here, and he's been productive.
Look what you did.
Is he explosive? No. And that's why people like the shiny thing in Flanoy. He's the shiny thing. Yes. He's an explosive player. He can. You look forward to what he can do when he gets the ball in his hand. But the reality is, Tolbert has shown you consistently that he can get the ball in his hands.
When one of those starting 5 is out, Ryan Flanoy is a better fit to fill that role. But when they're all together and that starting 5 is all complete, maybe you need a steady hand in the fold. And that's kind of the thought process there.
That's fair.
It's dependent on the situation, and it's a good problem to have. This is a great problem. You got 7 capable wide receivers and pass catchers or skilled players around Dak Prescott that you feel very confident in.
Who are you making inactive?
Mingo.
On game
Probably
day.
Mingo. Yeah. I mean, he's going to be on the active roster. But
once Mingo gets up to speed, and I look forward to seeing him with Dak because that was one thing that I hated last year is that you could not gauge Mingo because Cooper Rush had zero connection.
No, he couldn't.
Right? Yeah. But once Mingo gets up to speed, assuming...
We don't know what he can do.
Right.
We truly don't.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
We truly don't know what Mingo can do.
So assuming Trevor Keegan, just hypothetically, if he goes to IR, assuming they don't waive a receiver, that means you're going super heavy at receiver.
Super.
So
somebody's going to be inactive.
Yeah, who's going to be inactive?
Yeah. All right, we got to get to our second caller. Troy in Philly. That's a good question too. Troy in Philly, you're on Talkin Cowboys. What's up, Troy?
Hey, my guys, how you guys doing, man?
We're great.
Buddy?
What a meal do, man?
Hey, man. Well, first of all, Friday's show was special. Josh, keep it coming.
Hey, yo.
That was intense.
Anytime.
I mean, except for the,
It's all
No. You asked for it.
It's all over the place.
As far as where the team is, I'm actually pretty good with where the team is, 3-3-1. A couple of games I'd like to have back, particularly the Chicago and Carolina games I'd like to have back. But I'm okay with this, with where the team is, considering I believe they have an elite quarterback, weapons all around them, good coaching. I'm good with that because I believe in years past this team has peaked a little too soon. Where in September, October, maybe early November, they go on 6, 7, 8 game winning streaks, or maybe 5-1, 6-1, whatever it is. And I think they peak a little too soon and then sort of limp into the playoffs. So as long as this team is ascending, I'm good with that. But that leads me to my question. I wanted to ask you guys, is there and I know you guys can't mention names, but is there a Pickens-type player out there that maybe a team don't want or don't think that they're going to be able to sign them or whatever the case may be on defense that that the general manager, the owner, thinks that believes that he can go out and get this defense maybe from 30, wherever it is, 31, 32, whatever it is, to that 15 to 20 range? And what position do you think that guy may be out there? Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Troy and Philly, for the call. Great question.
Okay.
I know one name.
Right?
What was that?
We hit on this a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit yesterday on whether or not there needs to be a move made moving forward. I think there's one name that we can talk about because he's a free agent that Isaiah has been very adamant on trying to go and join forces with. He wants Christian Wilkins.
He really would like
tackle.
He's tickled by Christian Wilkins.
Yeah, the idea certainly has him infatuated whenever it comes to putting him on the defensive line. But as far as a trade goes, if you're going to get an impact player on defense in the middle of a season, it's going to cost you a pretty penny.
It's going to cost you a little?
It's going to cost you a lot.
It's going to cost you.
Yeah. So what do you think, Pat, when you look at other rosters around the league?
There are a couple names that we can't say, like you mentioned, we can't. But I've said this on the show as recently as a couple weeks ago, maybe even last week when you asked me to put on the GM cap. I said I would make a trade. I would be willing to part with one of those first-round picks that you got in the deal with Micah, and I would address the defensive end position. And I get what you're saying with the defensive tackle. I'm curious to see where Perrion Winfrey is in his return behind Kenny Clark and trying to bolster that situation. But we'll see. I am more confident in the run defense getting back to where they need to be than I am with the outlook for the pass rush. I know what you have with James Houston. Love that. I love that I see Jadeveon Clowney finding his groove. I love that I see Dante Fowler getting on the right track and kind of getting close to what we know Dante can be. But as we have this conversation, am I willing to bet the season on it? No. I am not, which means I am willing to part ways with one of those picks to go and get a George Pickens type guy. And there's one in my mind right now. I can't say his name, but the guy's quite a tiger.
Yeah, understood. There are some solid D linemen on some teams that suck right now. Some solid interior D linemen. I would like to have a defensive end to go out there and get some pressure, but the reality is if you can stop a team from running the ball, you can elicit pressure, right?
That's what you saw last week.
Yeah, so I would love to go get the free agent, the tickler, along, or
can't call him that.
I sure can. I would love to go get him, or I would like to go grab one of these guys from one of these teams that just are terrible and they're going nowhere right now. And Tennessee Titans have some big fellas up front that are big time run stoppers.
Yeah,
and I think that they are most likely exploring all options that are on the table.
So you're not looking at pass rush to bolster.
I would much rather put it like this: if Clark gets hurt, what are you leaning on?
Yeah, that would be rough.
And that's why I say,
I mean,
we already anticipated
you
that.
saw
anyway.
that. Yeah, you saw that on Sunday when he came out of the game. Granted, thank God he went back in, but it's like that is not indicative of a winning season.
Seriously,
that's what
if he's out because he's such a crucial element to that defense.
I hope that was
traded for him for that.
I hope that flash in front of all the decision makers' eyes, like, oh, he's down. Like he very easily could have torn his whole elbow off on that play, and you would have been sitting up there like, all right, Mozzie, let's go.
Yeah. I will say if that's what you're going to do, I'm with you on. I don't know if I'm with you on the who, but that's a free agency thing that I would do. Like, because you've already traded to acquire a guy, Kenny Clark, right there. I'm not trading to acquire another guy.
Why?
There.
You have the depth there. Are you comfortable with the depth there?
No. Not at all.
So why wouldn't you?
I'm good with the free agency.
Are you good with Mozzie Smith? Are you good with Jay Torilla?
Right now, no.
You're not good with either one of them. I mean, I'm saying that's
why I also said I need to know where Perrion is in his recovery. I need to know.
But is he dominant?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying dominant. If you can have two dominant interior defensive linemen, run stoppers, and not even talking about Osa.
I get what you're saying.
I'm talking about two interior big fellas. You're not running the ball in here.
I get what you're saying.
You change the entire dynamic of your defense, especially when you have linebackers that are most likely undersized, considered to be undersized, that fly around and hit. If you can free up those linebackers to run and hit and then you can go out there and press man with your utopia of defensive backs that you have, right? With Revel and DB and Diggs. If that's what you're trying to get to, stop the run, force these cats to pass, I will get some pressure. I'll send one additional linebacker. I'll send Leafau. I'll send Overshown. I'll send Shamar James. I'll send whoever to get some more pressure. Oh, just like you just saw this past week.
But listen, schematically, I 100% agree with you. How we get there is where we're not on the same page. Gotcha. Example. So what you're wanting is a one-tech situation that mirrors the three-tech situation. You have Osa, you have Solly. Osa Solly. Solly was a free agency signing.
And he's older.
That's fair. I'm simply saying that you could solve this in free agency and I would be more comfortable with it. And honestly, I'm not out on Wilkins, but if you're coming to me and you're saying, would you rather trade to acquire someone behind Kenny Clark, or would you rather go with Wilkins? Then I would rather go with Wilkins.
I don't think that Wilkins is healthy. Otherwise, he would have been gone by now, right? So I don't think he's healthy. But it might
be the other thing.
If you can tell me that too, but if you could tell me that I could put somebody next to Kenny Clark that's going to demand the respect of the opposing offensive line, man, give me that dude.
Yeah,
give me this dude in the one technique, this dude in the three technique. Yeah. We can't move these guys.
Get after it.
We can't. Oh yeah, Osa, go do what you do. Solomon, cool, right? And then young fellas, y'all sprinkle in there as well, right? But being able to put two guys on the inside between the guard and the center and saying, yeah, nah, not in here, player. Yeah, that changes absolutely. If you're playing Madden, that changes everything.
Yeah,
you're like, I'm going outside.
Let me ask you a question.
It's the Allen Payne combo is what you're talking about.
Yeah,
at Washington,
which you did not want to run straight.
Yeah. Josh was going to ask this question, and then we got to go to break.
Just really quickly, I feel like if you bring in a pass rusher as opposed to a defensive tackle, I think that is going to improve the play of Osa Odighizuwa. I really think he benefited. Obviously, he benefited from the pass rush of Micah Parsons when Micah Parsons was here. If you bring in a guy that is able to give you an upgrade of what you currently have in Sam Williams. Please, you know what I mean? I think you need to do that. I think that's the move that I would make currently, but I also just beef up the defensive line in any way possible. Whether it's an end, whether it's interior, I'm fine.
I agree with the interior. Yeah, I agree with the interior being an important part of this whole puzzle and how it is. But would you say this year, 2025, is the best interior defensive line play the Cowboys have had in 10 years?
Yeah, for sure. Push it over the edge.
Yes, absolutely.
Push it over the edge.
And totally, I completely agree. But if you're going to spend high draft capital to do something, even with the best interior defensive line play that we've had in 10 years in the Cowboys organization, you've had one of the worst pass rushes we've seen in the same time period.
I don't disagree.
So you even with the great play, exactly. Let's just agree. If you want to shore up the depth of your defensive tackle room, sure, fine, go make it happen. Just don't spend first-round draft picks to go get somebody.
Yeah, I didn't say. I'm not for saying first round because I don't know who you would trade a first round to go get interior D lineman. But I know we got to go. But you have to be dominant somewhere.
Yeah,
you can't just be across the board. So if you're close, if you think that you're closest to being dominant on the interior, then become dominant.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Taking our second break. Mike in New York, we'll get to you quickly on the other side right after this with more Talking Cowboys.
How's it going? You see that Cowboys game?
Oh, I watched. Been seeing some good things.
Totally. They have some talent.
Yup, some great talent.
And they got some fight.
Hoping this is the year.
Me too. Oh, I'm Cody, by the way.
I'm Travis.
Nice to meet you, Travis. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys!
Make a new friend based solely on their shirt choice. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
If you shout, "How about them Cowboys?" you have that undeniable passion that's the heart of Cowboys Nation. And if you like to drink Dr. Pepper, you love the unique blend of its 23 flavors. Together, your one-of-a-kind fandom paired with the one-of-a-kind taste of a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper is the game day lineup that can't be beat. Better yet, gather your Cowboys and Dr. Pepper fan friends to watch the next game and crack open a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper for everyone. The wins will be even tastier. It's a pepper thing.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you...
Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Back to Talkin' Cowboys.
Back here on Talkin' Cowboys, this segment of the show is brought to you by Invisalign, the official smile of the Dallas Cowboys. Let's quickly go to Mike in New York. You're on Talkin' Cowboys. What up, Big Mike?
What's going on, guys? I want to say the biggest improvement, I think, for the Cowboys is obviously our defense. Hopefully we could just keep it up. I feel like, we get certain guys back, Overshown back in a couple weeks. It's just I want to see us be consistent on defense. It's, we talk about it all the time. So that's my biggest takeaway.
Yeah, gotta be better on the defensive side, and we saw a step in the right direction coming up this past Sunday. That's the biggest thing, and that's part of what our debate was in the last segment. Mm-hmm. It was you're trying to beef up this defense enough to keep the momentum rolling in the right direction because your offense is elite. We've had that whole debate for a week now on this show, and I think we're seeing why that's the case.
What do your linebackers do best?
Run downhill.
Run and hit. Downhill or side to side?
Downhill.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think your entire linebacker core?
No, not entire.
I'm talking about entire linebacker core.
Demo as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Sideline to sideline, right?
Yeah, for Demo is certainly sideline to sideline.
Demo is
Maris Leofau. Demo
is sideline to sideline, but they are very different players.
Maris Leofau? Would you consider him downhill or sideline to sideline?
Kenneth Murray? Absolutely not. Jack Sanborn? Absolutely not. Maris Leofau and DeMarvion Overshown, who right now have been either off the field entirely or not on the field at all a ton in Maris Leofau. The guys you haven't been playing, they're sideline to sideline. So the guys that have been playing are better downhill.
So talking about potential additions for your future moves, because games that are coming up is your future, right? Cool. So are we talking about what has been on the field in Sanborn? Or are we going to talk about what is going to be on the field? Which
depends on who they're going to put.
Well, you got to look at Shamar because
Shamar does well.
Like he's getting
he's a tackling machine.
Yeah, he's
tackling machine all over. So if
Jack Sanborn was healthy
your
last game, and he
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
if your linebackers can run and hit, which is what Dallas's linebackers do, right? Your chances of you outrunning them sideline to sideline is slim to none. Correct? Put the big boys up front. Go get a big boy. So that teams have to run sideline to sideline.
I don't think it fixes your pass rush.
The chances
it doesn't fix your pass rush, but you can get pressure by sending blitzes. If you
stop the run,
if you stop the run, and now teams have to pass, and you have corners that you think now, as you've seen, can play man-to-man defense. Now I have an extra guy to go send to you.
But there are two. To Kyle's point, there are two, including the return of Demo. There are two linebackers in this depth chart that you cannot outrun.
No.
Sideline to sideline. It's Demo and that's Marist. Okay. Shamar, maybe. Like Spades, it's possible. Maybe you can outrun Shamar because he's a tackling machine.
With more reps.
You can probably outrun Murray. You can outrun Sanborn.
Yeah.
Once you get
for sure.
to the
But let's keep it real. Sanborn's not going to be on the field.
I'm just saying because you're like you have linebackers that they can't.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but with this defense, you're playing how many linebackers?
Two.
Exactly.
Two. Yeah.
Big boy in front. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I still think you need to up your pass rush. I'm okay with the depth. I'm okay.
There's
with
not
the
a
depth.
team. There is no team that's going to give up their number one pass rusher.
That can be right.
Nobody's giving up their number one pass rusher.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's not
unless you're going to break the bank to go do it.
Teams will give up their interior D lineman.
Yeah. All right, we've got to go here on Talking Cowboys. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to preview a little QB vision, the Cowboys offense against that upcoming defense in the Denver Broncos. That defense is nasty coming up.
They lost one.
They did. They certainly did. We'll talk about it tomorrow on Wednesday with the Talkin' Cowboys crew. Yes. Patrick Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Beebe in the back. I'm Kyle Youmans saying so long from Talkin' Cowboys. We'll see you tomorrow.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?